Are you trying to figure out how to find a great therapist? If so, hang tight. I've got some resources for you coming right up. Hey there, folks. I'm Patrick King, financial planner and host of Transformative Television. If you're new to us, here on this channel, we help people who are going through the divorce process, who are dealing with the loss of a spouse or a loved one, or just plain trying to transform their lives for the better. If this is you, please consider subscribing for more content. And if you need financial planning help through any of these phases of life, give me a call. I'm happy to talk with you. But in this video, what I want to help you with is to figure out how to find a great therapist. If you're going through one of these phases in life, getting help from a professional can be invaluable. Also, in the show notes, check it out. I've got a link to all of the checklist below. You can download it and help you in your search for a great therapist. Let's get started. First off, I want to say thank you to Allison Lanier, my friend and therapist, who helped me put this list together. Check out her website. It's in the show notes. Thank you so much, Allison, for everything you've helped me with. All right, the first resource I would mention in searching for a therapist is Psychology Today. You can search through your local area, search by geography, look through all those, judge kind of how you feel about these folks. Are they professional or not? Are they speaking your language? You know, if their photo is like them catching a delicious bass out on a bass boat, probably not the kind of professional you're looking for, unless you just really dig fishing. So there's that. Another one would be findatherapist.com, similar online search. And then I would also add, do a local search using Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo, whatever your search engine is. See if that gives you some different results. You'll probably start seeing some of the same folks, again, similar to searching for an attorney, seeing the same folks on these search sites, and then you can start narrowing your list from there. I would recommend getting word of mouth recommendations. You know, a lot of therapists and counselors do work a little bit under the radar. They might have low-key practices, and especially if you know someone in your network that's gone through maybe a divorce or grieving process or life change, and they've come out on the other side in such a positive way, that would be someone I recommend talking to. So last but not least, there are virtual therapists these days. So you can establish an online relationship virtually with a therapist that works for your time, works for your schedule. There are several different resources out there. Check the show notes, and that might be an option for you as well. So there you go. All right, now you've got your list of folks and you're ready to start calling them. Ask for a free consultation. This way you get an idea for what it's like to be with that person face to face, what kind of rapport that you're going to have when you deal with this person. You know, it can get intense in these type of situations. So I recommend getting that meeting, whether it's face to face in their office, virtually over Skype or whatnot, even by phone. And be suspicious of someone, well, maybe not suspicious. Be cautious with someone who isn't going to be willing to meet with you on a consultation basis. Maybe move to the bottom of the list. You want to get a feel for what it's like to work with them. So ask for a free consultation. All right, so you've got your list of potential therapists out there. How the heck do you know if they're right for you or not? Well, check the show notes, download the questions that I've got here that help you go through and judge and see if they're right for you or not. The first question is a question you need to ask yourself. Are you ready to change? If you're not willing to change, if there's something in your gut that says, hey, I'm not quite ready for this process, that's your answer. You need to postpone the search until you're ready to do the work, ready to go to those places and make those changes. That's the first question. My second recommendation would be to look at the credentials of some of the folks on your list. It's good to know that they've put the time and effort to get those credentials, that they've turned pro, so to speak, but don't put too much credence in there. There are plenty of excellent schools that aren't accredited. So there are folks out there who are amazing counselors and therapists, but they may not have all the alphabet soup on the end of their name. So look for credentials, but don't put too much weight on them. All right, next, be sure and ask about how much it costs to work with them. Do they take your insurance? Before you get wrapped around the axle around how much this is going to cost, remember, this is an investment in you. If this person can help you make the mindset shifts that enable you to propel your life into a new place, that's worth every penny. For me, it certainly was. So be sure and ask about costs, but remember, it's an investment. It's not just an expense. All right, so you're on your consultation visit. What do you feel like when you're in the presence of this person? What's your intuition? How did you feel when you walked in their office? One thing during my search for a therapist when I was going through my divorce, I met with a guy and I sat down on the couch and it was basically me talking the whole time. Look, I didn't have time for this sitcom idea of what a therapist was. If I wanted to talk with somebody who would just listen, my dog would have done a better job than this guy. So obviously he got crossed off the list real quick. So think about what it is that you want when you're going to these types of meetings. So is this somebody that can hold you through your hardship? Do you trust this person enough to be able to go there? That's a big question when you're considering a therapist. Another thing to think about is, are they able to challenge you in a positive way? And you can meet a therapist or counselor that you develop a good rapport with, but if they're not able to help you grow, if they're not able to challenge you, hold you accountable, and gently push you in the direction that you want to go, I mean, it's just another nice relationship, which is great, but that's not what you're looking for here. So think about that. Are they able to challenge you in a positive way? Next, I recommend asking them if they've done their work. If they're a therapist and they actually haven't had any therapy, you might want to move them to the bottom of the list too. If they don't eat their own cooking, then hey, I would think twice about working with that person. So if politics or religion is important to you, feel free to ask about that. People who are Christian or Democrat or Republican or whatnot, you may feel more comfortable working with someone who shares those similar beliefs to you. However, I would expect that most therapists or give you the pro response that, hey, what I believe isn't relevant to what we're doing here. It's not going to get in the way. It has zero effect of the care that I deliver to you. So ask, but don't expect an answer. All right, in the end, what is this relationship really like for you? What do your instincts tell you about this person that you're interviewing? You've asked all the questions, you've done all the vetting. What does your gut tell you? Go with it. It's usually the right answer. To get the questionnaire checklist for interviewing a therapist, click down below. It's in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, click like. Consider subscribing for more. I'm Patrick King, host of Transformative Television, and until next time, take a deep breath. You got this. Cheers. But in this video,